The history of dogs is both fascinating and complex, as they have been one of humanity's closest companions for thousands of years. Dogs are domesticated descendants of wolves, and their history spans across various cultures and continents. Dogs, or Canis lupus familiaris, are believed to have been domesticated from wolves at least 15,000 years ago, although some genetic evidence suggests the process may have started as early as 30,000 to 40,000 years ago. The exact timeline and location of domestication are still debated among scientists, but several key theories exist. One dominant theory posits that wolves were domesticated in Eurasia, specifically in regions like modern-day Siberia and China. Early humans likely formed a symbiotic relationship with wolves who helped them hunt and provided protection. Over time, wolves that were less aggressive and more sociable with humans were favored, eventually leading to the domestication of dogs. The relationship was beneficial for both parties. Humans provided food scraps and protection, while wolves and later dogs helped humans with hunting, guarding, and providing warmth. In turn, dogs adapted to living in human society, becoming more sociable and less wild. As human societies grew more complex, dogs became integrated into various cultures. They were used for various purposes, such as hunting, herding, guarding, and companionship. In ancient Egypt, dogs were revered. Archaeological evidence shows that Egyptians had a special fondness for dogs, and they often depicted them in artwork. They used dogs for hunting and also as loyal companions. Egyptian kings even had pet dogs buried with them to accompany them in the afterlife. In ancient Greece and Rome, dogs were highly valued, where they were often associated with nobility. They were trained for various roles, including guarding, herding, and as companions for the wealthy. Greek philosophers such as Aristotle and Pliny the Elder wrote about dogs, highlighting their intelligence and loyalty. In ancient China, dogs were symbols of protection and loyalty. The Chinese also bred dogs for various purposes, including as watchdogs and as companions. The famous Shih Tzu and Pekingese breeds were bred specifically to be lapdogs for Chinese emperors. During the Middle Ages, dogs continued to be utilized for various purposes, including herding, guarding, and hunting. European feudal societies often used dogs as status symbols, with aristocrats breeding specific types of dogs for particular tasks. During this time, hunting became a popular pastime among the nobility. Breeds like the greyhound and the bloodhound were developed for specific tasks like hunting game or tracking scents. Large, powerful breeds such as mastiffs and the Bernese mountain dog were bred to guard estates and livestock from thieves and wild animals. The Industrial Revolution in the 18th and 19th centuries brought about significant changes in society, and with it, the role of dogs evolved. As urbanization grew, many people began keeping dogs as pets rather than working animals. Additionally, the increase in wealth and leisure time led to the establishment of dog shows and organized breeding, standardization and breeding. In the 19th century, the practice of selective breeding became more organized. Dog breeds were standardized, and kennel clubs, such as the Kennel Club in the UK, founded in 1873, were established to maintain breed standards. This led to the rise of purebred dogs and the formal recognition of various breeds. Companion animals. As the role of dogs in working contexts diminished, many became companions for the growing middle class. The companionship aspect of dog ownership flourished, and dogs were increasingly seen as family members, not just as working animals. In the 20th and 21st centuries, the role of dogs has expanded to include more than just work and companionship. Therapy and service dogs. In recent decades, dogs have been trained to serve in special roles such as guide dogs for the blind, therapy dogs for people with mental health issues, and service dogs for those with disabilities. They have proven to have remarkable abilities to aid in human health and well-being. Dogs in pop culture. Dogs have become beloved figures in popular culture, appearing in movies, TV shows, and advertisements. They are often portrayed as loyal companions, heroes, and symbols of unconditional love. Pet industry. The pet industry has exploded in recent years, with billions of dollars spent annually on dog food, toys, medical care, and grooming. Dogs have firmly entrenched themselves as members of the family for many people.